Good morning, students. We are dealing with the biomolecule chapter. So in biomolecules, I've completed about the amino acid, that is a micromolecule, and the protein simultaneously, that is a macromolecule, being made by your micromolecule called amino acids. Now I'm going to deal with the nucleic acid, the another macromolecule and the micromolecule. So now when you talk about the nucleic acids are these are the biomolecules and are the polymers of nucleotides. When you talk about the nucleic acids are of two types. One is your DNA, another one is your RNA. DNA is known as your deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA is known as your ribonucleic acid. Okay. Now when you talk about the deoxy and ribonucleic acid, there is a specified differences between these two. DNA is a double helical structure. RNA is a single helical structure. Is it clear? The DNA contain, it is also the pentose sugar, and the RNA is also the pentose sugar. Now what is this pentose sugar? Pentose sugar is a sugar which contain 5 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your pentose sugar. Both are pentose sugar. Then what is the basic difference between these two? In your DNA, when you deal with, now see here student, this is your pentose sugar. So in your DNA, what happened? You have, now see here, H, OH, H and CH2OH. Clear? This is the first carbon atom, second carbon atom, third carbon atom, fourth carbon atom and fifth carbon atom. And here you have your OH. Now see, this is your pentose sugar. It is not your nucleic acid, it is your pentose sugar which will make your nucleic acid. Is it clear? Now this is your DNA where at the third carbon atom you have a hydroxyl group attached to it. Is it clear? Now in the same way, when you talk about the RNA contains, again it is also a pentose sugar, the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and the fifth carbon. Now when you talk about this first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and fifth carbon, all will remain same, but at the second carbon atom, in addition to the third carbon atom, the second carbon atom also contain the hydroxyl group, and which makes the RNA unstable. Very important point. Though RNA got originated or evolved in the world first, though we had a RNA world, but still RNA do not act as a genetic material, and that is the reason behind it is your instability of RNA molecule due to the addition hydroxyl group at the second carbon atom. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. This is very important point. Now see student, when you talk about the DNA and RNA, this is, I have told you, it is just a pentose sugar, but we have to find out what is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. Now how this ribonucleic acid is being formed? Now the nucleic acid, as the name suggests, the nucleic acid is being made up of phosphate group, PO4 minus, then you have the pentose sugar or the ribose sugar, you call it pentose sugar or you call it as a ribose sugar. Okay, then or deoxyribose sugar if it is DNA, or the ribose sugar if it is a RNA. Is it clear? Then you have phosphate group, pentose sugar group, and you have the other one, that is, you call it as nitrogenous base. Very important. If all these three are present together, that is a phosphate group, pentose sugar, that is a ribose sugar, or the deoxyribose sugar, and your nitrogenous base, if all these three are present together, then you call it as a nucleotide. What you call it as? Nucleotide. Now now you'll ask me, what is this nucleotide and what is the difference between nucleotides and the nucleic acid? Now this nucleotide, okay, the nucleotide contain the phosphate group plus ribose sugar and phosphate group, ribose sugar and your nitrogenous base. Is it clear? Now ribose sugar, phosphate, if the phosphate is not present, I repeat, if the phosphate is not present, you remain with your ribose sugar and the nitrogenous base. We call it as a nucleoside. What you call it as? Nucleoside. Okay. Now, what is nucleic acid? Nucleic acid is a polynucleotide chain. What is this? Polynucleotide chain. How this nucleotide chain is being formed? Very, very, very important point and exam point of view also, and for your future also. Both are very important. How this polynucleotide chain is being formed. Okay. Now see student, I am going to draw the structure of DNA. Look at it properly. Now see, I have told you. I'll draw it here. Wait. I have told you. Or before moving to the structure, there is one more point I forgot. That is about your nitrogenous base. What do you mean by nitrogenous base? Nitrogenous base are of two types. Okay. Nitrogenous base are of two types. One is known as purines. Another one is known as your pyrimidines or pyrimidines. Okay. Purines are your double ring structures. Pyrimidines are your single ring structures. Okay. Purines are your double ring structures. Pyrimidines are your single ring structures. When you talk about the purine ring structure, that is a double ring structure. Now check out how the double ring structure is being formed. This is one ring. This is your double ring. Total you have 9-member ring structure. That is 9 carbon compounds are present to form your ring structure. We call it as a nitrogenous base. That means in this structure, somewhere or the other, the nitrogen is present. Is it clear? If the nitrogen is present at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If it is present at the 8th carbon atom, or just leave it in your exam or in your book, they have spoken about only the structure. They are not talking about the structure. They are talking only about the purines and pyrimidines. So this is your purine and pyrimidine. This is a 9-member ring structure. The 9-member ring structure and the 6-member ring structure, that is a single ring structure. Okay. The 9-member of the double ring structure you are known as, the example is your adenine and guanine. ADENINE, adenine, GUANINE, guanine. So these two are the double ring structure which comes under purines, and then you have the single ring structure, that will be your cytosine, thymine, and uracil. Okay. Thymine is also known as your 5-methyl uracil. Okay. Thymine is also known as 5-methyl uracil. So upon demethylation of uracil, you get the thymine. Okay. When you methylate the uracil, you will get the thymine, and if you demethylate the thymine, you get the uracil. 5-methyl uracil. Is it clear? Okay. The another name of the thymine. Now important point. What happened? The adenine will always bind with thymine. Guanine will always bind with cytosine. A, T, G, C. Another very important point. Adenine binds with thymine with a double hydrogen bond. G bind with C with a triple hydrogen bond, and the weak bond between the G and C. So when we go for breaking out the bond between the DNA, the first bond which will get broken down will be your GC bond, not the AT bond. Is it clear? And uracil is present only and only in your RNA. The RNA do not contain the thymine. Is it clear? That is another difference between your DNA and RNA. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. The structure of the DNA, chemical structure of the DNA, will deal in the next class. Thank you, students.